Welcome to the Real Food Mental Health Podcast, where we explore the powerful connection between mental and physical health. My name is Cody Cox, a holistic nutritional psychotherapist, and I'm here to guide you on a journey to true wellness, mind, body, and spirit. If you're tired of quick fixes and want real solutions that address the root cause, you're in the right place. Let's get started on your path to lasting wellness. Hey, welcome back. My name is Cody Cox. I am your host. This is Real Food Mental Health. Now, it's been a few months since I published an episode, and the reason for that is because, well, I did mention in a previous episode, probably the last one actually, that I was going to put that podcast on the back burner. I've got a lot of other things going on. I've been super busy, but also the podcast just has not really attracted as much of an audience as I had hoped in over a year of publishing episodes. However, this does not mean that I don't appreciate you for listening. I really do appreciate the listeners that I do have. Now, interestingly, I did decide to go ahead and record another podcast because I was looking at my analytics lately and noticed that despite the fact that I haven't published in a while, I am still getting new listeners. So if you are one of my new listeners, welcome. This show is not necessarily inactive. However, like I said, I am kind of slowing down on the production of the show entirely, mostly just because I have other things going on. But I did want to also record this episode today because I've realized, actually, I realized this while I was recording another podcast episode, a different show recently. I realized that a lot of people are not coming to therapy because of trauma, which is actually quite ironic because therapy is the place where you address trauma. So if you are one of the listeners who is avoiding coming to therapy because of trauma, so for example, maybe you've had bad therapy experiences with previous therapists, or maybe you just don't like authority figures in general. Therapists are authority figures as well as doctors, teachers, parents, etc., and you're afraid of having something go wrong again with another authority figure, or there's some other trauma holding you back from coming to therapy. I gently encourage you to consider coming to therapy anyway. I think it's a matter of finding the right therapist that fits you. Ideally, you want somebody that you click with, not necessarily somebody who has impressive training and expertise, although I do offer a very unique approach. If you've been listening to my show for a while, you hopefully know what that approach is. If you haven't been listening, well, I am one of the few therapists in the country who also has nutrition training, and so my approach is very biological, although I do not entirely dismiss the idea of psychosocial factors of mental health too. So I just wanted to drop in this quick note. I am still around. I am still thinking about the podcast, even though I'm not publishing episodes every single week anymore. As of right now, I am actually getting credentialed with even more insurance companies. So if you are in the states of Utah or Idaho and you're thinking about getting therapy, I might be able to see you. In fact, for a while, I've been accepting several of the more popular insurances in at least Utah. So Select Health, Regions Blue Cross Blue Shield, Aetna, Cigna, Carelon. I'm also getting credentialed with United Healthcare. I know that's a super popular one, as well as I think it's actually hundreds of others currently. So hopefully soon, if you have United Healthcare or something else, I will be able to take your insurance as well. So go to my website, check me out, beavercreekwellness.com. One more thing that I wanted to mention here. I know this is a super short episode, but if you are a listener who wants to hear more, please let me know. I need to hear what the demand is, because if I feel like there's demand, I'm probably going to record more episodes. I have seen some uptick in people subscribing to the show recently, so that's a little bit more motivating for me. But if I'm getting comments and people sending me emails and stuff, that's a lot more motivating than just seeing some numbers. So please let me know, and I look forward to hearing from you. Real Food Mental Health is for informational and entertainment purposes only. I do not necessarily agree with all of the views shared by guests. The information presented on this podcast is not intended to replace any medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. While I am a healthcare provider, I am not your provider. Always seek the advice of an appropriate healthcare practitioner with any personal questions you may have regarding a medical condition. Never disregard professional medical advice or delay in seeking it because of something you've heard on this podcast. Reliance on information provided by this podcast is at your own risk.